Alright guys, so today I'm going to show you how to put this onto here. I'm going to start off, I took 71% alcohol. You can find it at any like Family Dollar or Dollar General, and I put it in a cheap spray bottle as well. So I'm just going to go over this whole window, and we're making sure that we're getting all the contaminants off or any wax that's left behind. And you don't want to use Windex for this. You want to stick with using 71% alcohol. For this next step here, I'm going to take 3 pieces of tape and I'll put one over on the right side, one on the top, and one on the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to pick what you want to line your graphic up to, and I'm going to use the top of this as a reference. So all windows usually aren't perfectly straight, so I'm going to go here off the top, put that piece of tape on. From the end too, this is going to help keep it straight, but it's also going to help when I go to pull this graphic. Keep everything in line. So for this next step, you're going to want to have a pair of scissors. These aren't included, but we do include a squeegee and a knife. So you're going to want to keep all these things handy. I'm going to start by removing this graphic then, and I'm going to fold it back onto itself, back to those top and bottom points. I'm going to take my scissors here, and I'm just going to cut a nice straight line on this paper. You can also fold that underneath itself as well. This is just a little bit easier. It's your first time doing it. And then we're going to take this back, and this is why we put that tape right in the center. Lay it back exactly where it was, and you can just tack it around the edges a little bit. You don't really need to worry about putting it on the window right now. Just enough to hold it in place. I'm going to remove my tape here on the bottom and the top. I'm going to remove this on the side as well. I'm going to reach in here, I'm going to grab the backing paper on the other side of it. I'm going to kind of let it lay flat and just let it work back here. Now once it's all laid out, it should still be straight if you kept everything tight. I'm going to start in the center, and I'm going to go up, and I'm going to start in the center, and I'm going to go down. What you want to do is start from the center here and just work out towards the edges, but just don't go the whole way yet. You want to make sure you overlap your passes too. Now when you start getting close to your edges, you're going to build some tension here. And once you get to this point, you just want to lift up the vinyl here. This way you can hold it in your hand and you can start feeding into these recesses here. Most of these truck windows are going to be recessed. They're not like a lot of SUVs, they're flush windows, so you will most likely have to do this part. But just keep putting it in your hand and just work, making sure the graphic stays nice and flat. If you get any wrinkles in it, just pick up on it and lay it back down again.
It says pressure sensitive and adhesive, and it's also air release. So if the graphic falls where you don't want it to be, if you didn't squeegee it yet, you can still pick it back up and lay it back down. Make sure to get that nice and tight to all the edges here, so you may have to pick this up a couple times, just to ensure that you're feeding it in the whole way to your seal here.
Start cutting this out. Now this stuff is all tucked in nice and tight. You want to float this blade in between the seal and the glass. You don't really want to be cutting on either one of those. I got it all trimmed out, so now I'm going to go over it again with the squeegee one more time and making sure that I'm applying really good pressure now. You can also use the blade side of your squeegee if you want to press into your seals. Make sure everything's down nice and tight. You can squeegee over once the transfer paper is off too, but it's a lot easier now. Now once I got my transfer paper started, you want to lay your transfer paper completely flat on itself. And this way it gives you visibility to make sure that everything you're pulling on is staying behind. So like right here as the piece is coming up, So we're just gonna grab our squeegee. We're gonna apply over that area again. And it's usually where the points are at. So if there's any sharp spots, those will be the ones you may just have to double check.